Yeah, today is the Friday where Mitch McConnell and the rest of that crowd up there in Washington, the Republican crowd in the Senate, said they're going to come in with a health care proposal. Let me just explain this to y'all. Now, as we know, Mitch McConnell and the Republicans are supposedly, as my ex-landlord used to say in his Nebraska accent, supposedly Republicans, and then their sworn enemy, or their opponents, if you will, are Democrats. Now, according to a story on the Real News, a left-wing network out of Canada. They run it in the United States, but I believe the owner, or the real boss out there, I think, is a gentleman named Paul Jay. He's a good guy. One of his reports had indicated that in California, the Speaker of the House, who's a Democrat and has a Democrat president, one of the strongest Democrat governors in America, Jerry Brown, Governor Moonbeam. He actually dated Linda Ronstadt. He's been around since I was a teenager. He's the governor, and they just decided out of the blue that they were not going to do single-payer health care. They were not going to provide universal coverage for the 30 million people in California. They suddenly backed down. And they did exactly the same thing that the Senate did. But pray tell, is this a coincidence? So I don't know whether or not, whether the people who have the real money in this world, I don't know whether they discussed that with them. I don't know what happened, but I think that's very interesting. But let me just tell you this to you Republicans. You have a great deal of goodwill with the people like me, the people who are do the real work in this country and pay the taxes, mow the lawns, mow our own lawns, fix our own stuff, take care of ourselves, love our wives, have one wife, decent, honorable people. You have a lot of goodwill, and they got you elected. They're the ones who put you in there. So we have a lot of people in here in our community. I know a very nice couple. They tend to come to work late, but they're very nice people, and they got fined, I think, $700. I don't know if it was together, but they got fined $700 because they couldn't afford health insurance, and they don't have health insurance. They don't have health insurance. He has asthma, and everybody needs health insurance. All right, everybody needs health insurance, and we all need to quit. You're the first ones who need to say everybody needs to get covered. You need to quit worrying about those few rich people that are paying for the Medicaid, that $70 billion, whatever they are, and worry about the rest of us, or we're going to have a Democrat majority again. We're going to, because this is thin. You won by a thin margin the last election. Popular vote, I think you lost. I don't know how much the Clintons cheated or how much the Democratic Party cheated, how much rigging was going on. I find it hard to believe that Trump lost the popular vote. But in any case, if you screw up this health care and have a bunch of people that are just above water, don't have their health care, you're going to pay for it. All right? Because you own health care right now. The Republicans own health care. It is no longer Obama's fault. That happened sometime in the last few weeks. Y'all bought it. Okay, you realize that, don't you? So you better fix it. You better fix it as best you can. You better get some Democrats involved and quit all this foolishness. I don't think you're going to do any of it. I think you're going to screw it up because that's how you are. You're going to listen to the rich people that are paying for your campaign, and you're going to screw up. And I guess it's appropriate that we've got Mr. Trump, because he's like Caligula. That's where we are. We're at the end of the Roman Empire. It's fallen, baby. I hope y'all fix it. I hope we have Trajan. I hope we have a great leader. But right now, it looks like it might be Caligula. So we'll wait and see. Out!